Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Nah, the village
Yeah,
is super. The village is super strong, man. So that's what's really making me more excited because I know it's just gonna do nothing but bring us together, and I know what's to come for the most part. We're doing some great things, so it's gonna be the best time, man, or the worst time. So it's like
it'll
nah.
be great.
It's getting more real. He right around the corner. He about to touch down. What's going on, Mr. Fix It? What's going on?
Man, you already got it, Papa D. I'm just waiting to, see it all unfold, man. For sure, for sure. You know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We still networking, man. We still building. Um, we got some great updates. Man, it's so crazy. Everything is going fast. We just got off the phone. With our partners out in London. So we're gonna be starting another campaign from London to the US. And then everything else that we got going on as far as Mob TV. I was going through some recaps. We got a lot of great stuff from over the year. Um, and I just really want to continue on, just going strong with that. But we got a lot of great content that we built, so it really just kind of motivated me on the future and the type of content that we're gonna create in the future. I know we're gonna be streaming more um, and putting on more programs. We got a few in store with Mr. Fix It, so I can't wait for that. I'm super geek. Um, and then we got a lot for the youth coming up as well, so I can't wait for that as well. So I'm gonna probably put out some updates on the website this upcoming week, so everybody can kind of just get up to date. And then I also want to create a calendar for next year, um, because we all got a lot of things going on. So I want to make sure that we just, put together a plan of action, and, combine all of our, goals together and make sure we just got the boxes checked off, going into the new year. Um, Shout out Mr. Fix It, man. We got a new logo. And then we got some more PR coming, very shortly. And then we got the standing on business webinars going on. I can't wait to really just go into the next season of that top of the year. What's up, Mr. Fix It? What you think about the next date for the standing on what's the next standing on business date? So we can really just put that out there and really start, putting the PR together.
Man, like you said, man, first of the year, that first what's that first is that the second?
Yeah.
Yeah, the second, the day after New Year's, man. We gonna kick off the year right.
Let's
We're
do it.
gonna come kick off the year right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I mean, leading up to then, we got a couple of more weeks left, like you were saying, holiday season and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and push that. I know you said you want to kind of like work on a new flyer, revamp it as well too. So we can start on that. And then can't wait to come see you, man, in the next couple of weeks too, man. Coming to the Shy, you guys. The mob will be touching down in the Shy real soon. Right now, I think, a lot of us were saying it now though too, as far as, getting information out there or just, connecting and networking with different people. I have a great brother of mine that's out here in Chicago. He finally was able to get his own building, and now he's looking to promote different events and stuff and mixers. So we got every event you could think of coming soon. So that was some dope. Delano gonna come through with the squad, what I'm saying, get some good footage. Also put network with some other dope entrepreneurs as well out here in Chicago too. So yeah, it's gonna be a big thing, man. I kind of can't wait for this one though. So I know we got some little kinks to work out and everything, but other than that though, everything gonna be solid though. For the new 2025 for sure.
I can't wait. So that's why I say I can't wait. I'm gonna actually update a landing page, and that's gonna probably be the first thing on the agenda, for going into the new year. So we just need to get them ready for it. And
Mm-hmm.
need like travel amenities or anything like that, let me know because we ready to get everybody in the same under the same roof, and we just hit these different markets. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
We hitting the Midwest heavy lately. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
um, shout out to the Midwest and shout out to the Southeast and shout out to all of our different tribes all over the world. We got a few different hubs. London, Ghana, Dubai. I just got off a meeting. We actually gonna we putting together a few programs in Haiti. Just different things like.
Mm.
I can't wait to really just continue on just expanding. This it's the year of expansion. 2025. So I can't wait for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. And then shout out to y'all, man. We've been, really consistent with the brainstorming sessions all this year, every single Wednesday. I really just been debating, like, man, should we just, kick it off a little something, still, touch bases Christmas. I'm still down, really just to still touch bases and make sure we on board. But this week I really want to touch bases to make sure that we really checking off whatever boxes we need to check off going into the new year because I know it's going to get hectic coming into the into the next week, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page, and then I want to make sure that I actually got a couple updates for us actually as far as our affiliate program. We got a few new affiliates, so that's what it's all about. Keep expanding the community, and really, for the most part, it's making sure that all of the revenue that comes in is circulate throughout the community as well, giving you guys a chance to connect different people and gain some revenue off of that. And then we got Mob TV. We've been going crazy with the content, so I'm actually looking forward to the new seasons and the new series that we have coming out on top of the year. Um, coming from going from comedy to uh, financial literacy, the whole nine. So um, I want to just shout out everybody who's been subscribing and already been watching our content. So that was really the whole concept of Mob TV. Was for us to really make sure that we have a hub for all of the content that we're creating because we're telling some dope stories out here. So that's the whole point. We wanted to make it easier for you guys to actually stream the content that we create. So we made sure we have different categories on there. And then we want to open it up to people that actually want to broadcast their content as well. So, we're going to have some updated, standing on business content, and, we're going to have some updated event recaps and different things like that. So I can't wait for that, especially going towards the new year. Um, and then shout out to everybody who been getting our my merch. We got some new designs up. So make sure you guys continue on getting that merchandise. That just does nothing but, help us continue on with our mission and, continue on moving forward. So shout out to everybody that, been getting the merch. Shout out to everybody that's been reading that, actually reading the ebook as well that we have in our resource center and checking out our grants as well that we have available to you guys. If you guys actually, that's one thing that I want to touch on too. If you guys know any um, if you guys have any resources to any more grants or anything like that, drop them in the chat or send me a text or an email. Let us know so we can get connected and get our people connected for the most part because we want to come into the new year strong. And make sure that we're gathering all the funding that we need for these projects and these programs and all of these different campaigns that we got going on. So um, also, we have the Adoptive Family Initiative. Shout out to everybody who's been, helping us get drop off spots, helping us get, donations and different things like that. So if you have any families that you would like to adopt, send me the info and let's talk about it. Let's get on the call so we can make sure they have what they need going into the next week and going, even after that, we want to do some follow ups and make sure that we keep them within the fold so we can get them on top of their feet. Um, then from there we have a couple projects far as with the Agriculture United. So shout out to Sage and everything that she been doing over there. Shout out to the Natural Way. We got a couple projects coming up with CC. So I can't wait for that. What other updates that we got? Shout out to Tone Twisted, man. He just started his international tour. They just started out in Malaysia. He just flew out to Malaysia. So shout out to Tone Twisted. We got some great things coming up. He has a new app coming up called Nicest. So that's going to be super dope. It's actually going to take over and pretty much help different promoters organize their different events and activities. So this is really going to take over the waves and it's going to be our own Eventbrite. So shout out to them, and I can't wait for that to really drop. Um, what else we got? What else we got? If you are a member of a local chambers of commerce, cool, let me know. So I wanna make sure that we get connected, especially if you're a member in different cities and states. I see you got your hand up, Adam. What's going on? What's going on?
There we go. I can unmute. Um, when are you actually going to Haiti?
So we putting it together. I actually was just on a call with somebody who has an organization to where they have some acres out there. So they're putting together a few programs for the youth out there. So we're just putting it together. So I'm gonna give you an update shortly as soon as we get a date.
Well, my random thought was we should get a 20 or a 40-foot shipping container worth of donations to send out that way because they need it.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down. Really, if we can get a couple hubs throughout the year, we don't have to just make it a holiday thing. We can get a couple hubs throughout the year to really, collect donations every single month, and just do what we need to do with the donations every single month. That'd be great.
Does anyone actually have a 501c3 to be able to present to companies so we can get donations from Target and donations from Walmart and stuff?
I got
Sam's Club.
a couple that I'm working with. Maybe we can put together some memorandums. I've been working on getting more nonprofits, especially ones um, that actually have like the sorority. Um, it's just kind of hard getting the right ones. That's what I found. It's hard. It's kind of hard to get in the right people because most people with a nonprofit, they don't have enough age. Like they like either just got it, and so it's like, okay, what do we do with that? And I know it's still something that we can do. It's just the matter of what's their matching up their mission with ours, and putting together those memorandums. If you got some in mind,
Well, I know someone that has sent a container full of clothing to Hawaii and to Trinidad. Um, I might hook you up with her contact info.
let's do it. 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 So real quick, I wanted to, kind of go this month. I know it's the holidays, and we've kind of been thrown off with that a little bit, for the most part, for the majority. But I wanted to make sure that we still touched on, pitching and presentation skills because that's usually module 12. And since we on, the last month, our goal, and especially going forward next year I want to do something where we can actually present different ideas to different foundations and different investors, different angel investors. At the end of the month, we're able to present different business ideas, and different activities to these investors. That way, we're going into the new year with different funding, and different ideas to work on specifically, and then give people something to especially our members, give people something to look forward to by the end of the year, because every month we're working towards a goal to make sure that we set ourselves up, to be able to get people involved in what we got going on. So every single month we should be knocking out a different module, knocking out a different segment, switching it up, and then by the end of the year we should be preparing to present something to um, you know uh, some type of financial institution, or like I said, some type of investor, or anybody that want to get involved in our business, for our sponsoring, or different things like that, because we got a lot going on, but I know sometimes it's just that common denominator, getting the right amount of bucks, or the right amount of support behind what we're doing. So I want that to be one of our intentions going, especially going into the next year. This around this time next year, we should be pitching some multi-million dollar or multi-billion dollar ideas to somebody.
Man, I like that because I mean, as far as the presentation standpoint, you got different, how can I say it, people in walks of life actually presenting in front of those people. And then, like you say, once we practice and go over it, time after time after time, everybody else will have a good juice. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that everybody got their niche. So somebody gonna stand out, and what it is that they do. Plus, we got so many dope people that's doing so many different things that are necessities too, though. You know what I'm saying? Farm is a necessity, credit fund, all so all this stuff that we got are necessities. So it's like a win-win kind of in my aspect. And then I know you're gonna come with the graphics, you're gonna come with, the editing and stuff and all like that too. So were you trying to do it to where it's like a recorded presentation, or we could do it live too? Because I guess if we record it, we can also do it live too, right?
Yeah, yeah, we making it into an actual live production. And of course we gonna of course we gotta record everything and document everything, but I want it to be
Mm-hmm.
production, to where we have different people from all over the world participate and really have the floor, and we have it to where they have a platform to pitch their idea and get some funding behind that idea. We're able to really connect them, connect some good people together at the end of the day. And it's doing nothing but strengthening the community. So throughout the year, we're working on, like next month, we're going right into the intro of entrepreneurship. So we go down, we're gonna each month we're gonna touch on different, topics and different segments, business planning, marketing. We're gonna so whatever the ideas is, and which is going we're gonna tap on next month, touch on different ideas, and go into, that whole, segment as well. So as soon as we get to the point where we have, okay, we got, say for instance, even with, you know, what we talking about earlier, Adam, we can make sure that we, going through each, making sure we just got every single box checked off, going through the months for every single, idea that we have, and make sure that it is right. So by the time around this time next year, we got everything crossed off. We're ready to present it or ready to launch it. And then we can celebrate that, with the live productions. And then, kind of just keep that ball rolling. and it can incubate different ideas and different activities, different projects. So that's our goal. This year we've launched a lot of great campaigns. So shout out to everybody who actually was able to experience a campaign, and really level up from it. And if we haven't started a campaign, this is the start right now, to go into the new year, and with an actual game plan, and build that brick by brick, and make it happen. And like I said, by this time next year, we should be we, we should have really built some great foundations, and I just wanted to keep it going from there for the most part. So we building communities, man. We building communities. So anybody got any updates that they wanted to go over on their end? And I also wanted to knock out this icebreaker question real quick. Of course, I want to keep that going because I really wanted to make sure that we just keep it entertaining and keep that dialect going. So today's icebreaker question is, what is your go-to line when pitching your business? What is that go-to line? Let me get you, Mr. Fix.
Man, I got a few go-to lines, man, truth be told, because credit is a necessity. So one thing I always like to say is, your credit report is like your report card. And I know us being older and being grown now, we want to have all A's. And because if you especially if you got kids, you don't want your kids to have bad grades. You got bad grades, right? So your adult report card should be, what I'm saying, where it needs to be. Point blank period. We adults now. So just take care of it that way. Then on the back end, I love always saying, as far as because when you dealing with credit, when people are coming to you, they the trust and stuff and all like that. I always like to say, look, man, look, you would all stay, you in good hands. Like I like saying that a little bit because now it's to the simple fact that most people want things to get done in a certain amount of two, and then also I like to say especially. Hey, listen, you're gonna receive a lot of receipts. You're gonna receive a lot of results, real results, and receipts. Like they say, you're gonna get receipts and results. Cause that's all I love doing. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to like, you know, me giving my services and producing and everything, okay, well that's what it all boils down to. You need to see results and receipts. I need to see it. Well, where my receipts at, where my results at, and everything. So, R&R, the R&R club, for sure, for sure. So but yeah, I got a few of them. Now you got me thinking because I be on the fly so much, that door to door be coming out of me sometimes. I be making stuff up on the fly sometimes too, especially if they say something too that I catch on and then I make it like how battle rap, what they be calling it, when they be rebuttaling and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Most definitely. So, what would you say was your biggest accomplishment this month or this year?
My biggest accomplishment this month or this year.
Mhm.
Hmm. Well, a big accomplishment this month for sure, I did secure my chauffeur's license. So even though like everything else, was falling into play, I got the truck and everything, but I couldn't do nothing until I got that license. So I'm excited about, finally getting that squared away. I'm just knocking out a few more kinks now. Like, I had to change my address on my ID. Got to get my driving abstract so they can see good driving and all that, and my debt clearance, tickets, Chicago, they horrendous with the tickets and stuff. So I had to so I gotta get my debt clearance for that. And then and then some fingerprints, and then take all the paperwork down there, pay $5. That's crazy. They make you do all of that, and then when you go get your license, a chauffeur license is only $5. I said, wow, that's crazy though. But for sure, that's a big takeaway this month. I was excited, man, because when I was studying for the test, I had to learn all the street name. Well, I knew the street names, but you got to know the 100 West or 100 North, 100 East. You have to know all of that. Then you have to know different neighborhoods and stuff like that. So it was cool though, because it was just like, okay, I knew majority of it, but it was like making me an expert at it now, because my grandfather, he was man, Jamaicans, they do too much, but he made us learn at an early age, like, okay, when you going east, where are you going? Downtown. Then we go, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like learning it all over again, but on a real, like, in-depth way though, because that was one thing I had to learn, getting around in the city of Chicago. Like, you gotta know your streets. You gotta, cause you will be, man, if you miss a stop, you will be all the way somewhere. It's been times I done fell asleep on the train or the bus. I'm all the way yonder, and man, it was just so crazy. But it's just, now it's exciting now, because now I got to teach my daughter the same thing all over, stuff like that. So it's kind of exciting now, because more and more stuff I can find different ways on, like, to do educational stuff with her and stuff like that. So it's like, it's never a dull moment. We always doing something and cleaning something up, and so yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, that chauffeur license, I
Sir.
can't wait. I'm gonna have a picture and everything to show y'all. It's gonna be raw.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. The most blessings for sure.
So, what I'm gonna need is a name. I need a name for the company, because it's gonna be a show, because, like, I don't want to just limit myself and say, oh, black truck service, woo woo, but I really want to be a chauffeur service, because what we'll be able to do a lot. Like, we'll be able to have Secret Service with us if we need to. Like, and that's what I was telling you about, the private security and stuff like that. We'll be able to have sprinters. So, and then those with the RVs and stuff like that, all in tune. Like, because I've been seeing a lot, like, man, you can deck them sprinters out, or you can get like a mini RV. You know what I'm saying? Some people, what I'm saying, rent out sometimes, depending on, what the occasion is and stuff like that and everything. The sky's the limit, man,
Till you see ours, though, you gonna wait till you see ours. It's gonna blow your mind. That boy.
No, for sure. I'm already knowing. I can't wait. So that's just going to spark up some more ideas and stuff like that, just to, like I said again, get everything up and going, though, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. No, I can't wait. I can't wait for sure. Too many blessings coming up ahead, man. What's
Yes,
going on?
sir.
What's going on? What's your go-to pitch? What's your go-to pitch?
Man, I got a few also, but basically I usually present um we can still do affordable housing for folks in a very easy way and make it build it like Legos and then go from there. But it really depends who I'm talking to. I do customize my pitches because of that.
Oh, that's the
Because there's a lot of folks that don't need to know the ins and outs. If I tell them we use modular tech, but we mainly use containers, they already know what I'm talking about. It's the nitty gritty that gets those kind of buyers like, hey, if you need a unicorn builder, if you need a female, black, and veteran owned company to do business with, we can check all three of those. So that's the kind of stuff that I try to hit at.
So do you guys train people to build the modular technology?
We have people in the factory that we train, but they work in the factory.
Okay, 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 okay.
But I mean, we have homeless people that work in the factory. We have, well, formerly homeless, and we have formerly incarcerated. I mean, we're really open minded about who we get to actually do construction.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, we might have to because I did come across a few programs where they're working with formerly incarcerated. So we might have to create some type of funnel as well. Um, and Man, for the most part, definitely get everything we need to do to raise more money to get that going, get that off the ground as well. 'Cause I think that's the future, especially. But I think also going along with that is the mobile. The mobile game is like the future as well, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can actually. You guys are pedestrians. Go. Um. Oh, and the trail is closed. You see that? Dumbasses. Sorry, guys. So, um, yeah, it. I'm not sure how well we can get folks into our factory. But that is something that, especially if we can get grants and stuff to do it,
Right, right,
we we could always do stuff. Usually, I mean, I can tell you the hardest thing for me to find would be a guy that's actually good at welding. That is so important for our business, and it's hard to find guys that are actually good at welding because there's a lot of people that can weld, but can they do it nicely so you can put it on the outside of a building,
right.
um, and make it so it's actually strong? But other than that, I think that would be pretty neat. And I'm pretty sure how we run the factory, we might be able to do something like
Bad, 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 bad. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I want to leave you guys with a quick little assignment, man. I want to get back, engaging. So I want you guys to do a 60-second elevator pitch. Um, basically for your business. Focus on clarity, energy, and engagement. Review your pitch for pacing, tone, and impact. And ask a peer for feedback before we post, and then send it to me as well for feedback. And then we're gonna get it posted. I want to go strong coming into the new year, and I want to do something that's just straightforward, and let people know what we have to offer coming into the new year. So that's something I want to leave you guys with. I want to take up all your time. Let's connect another time, fellas. I love you guys, man. I keep on going, man. We'll talk to you soon.